You're deep in the rattle nest, weaving in and out through clashing crystals and metal alike. Carried on your side is a large staff that hazes the surrounding air with the pure heat that it emanates from its valve. Inside is molten black steel, constantly at a melting temperature within the metal carapace that's keeping it from spilling over and melting the rocks around. You run at a practiced, constant speed, looking for a friend in need. Perhaps a great blade that has struck an armor simply too thick to rend, as rare as that may be. Or a warrior who's worn down their blade under the dozens of bodies that they've piled. A loud clang echoes from the distance in one of the endless tunnels as you come by a lone soldier who's just finished off another rattle blade. One of the many thousands, hundreds of thousands that pour from these tunnels. You rush to their side, stepping over the twitching corpse made no more by a mighty great blade. Sure enough, your visual on the weapon, even through your iron goggles, was correct. The great's blade is faded and splintered from such heavy combat. They have the blade laid out for you to do your work. They watch you meticulously pour the valuable black steel between each crevice of the waning blade, quickly repairing it and giving the soldier a chance to join the front lines for another good while before needing to replace it. You take a large metal rod that was clipped to your utility belt and stick it into the blazing staff. Although the metal chunk is far too big to fit, you find that the heat in the valve is way more than enough to liquefy the metal almost immediately. You gather yourself, shaking your head to loosen up the iron curtain that feels a little heavier than normal. But you can't take it off, as you're a prime target for many of the rattlers who'd want to kill you. You march on, running further up to the front lines to help anybody who needs a fresh repair. Vulcaneers are the iron-coated paraforgers who made their debut during the invasion of the rattle nest. With the vast numbers and thick scales of the rattle blades, greats soon ran into a problem with their equipment staying in good condition. That way they could kill one lizard in one strike. While this wouldn't be a problem for most greats, rattle blades often attacked in thousands. And great bladers couldn't afford to simply blunt their way through enemies whose scales that excel at deflecting blunt weapons. On the other hand, a committed attack often meant going miles deep into the labyrinth of the rattle nest, making repairing black metal especially difficult. Instead, great bladers gave their trust into the Vulcaneers, who brought the forge's superheated metals to the front lines for quick repairs in a pinch, allowing attacks to go longer and overall more success at taking the rattle nest. For more lore, check out the Geodocs and more of the journeys of Hangman. Subscribe. Thank you for watching.